Hello, Virgo.
Let me check that. Yeah.
Hello, Virgo. This is your October 1st, October 15th, 2016 read. For the main read, I'm using the Vision Quest Tarot by Guyan S. Winter and Joe Dozy. Dozy is D-O-S-E accent mark. And for the advice cards, Romance Angel cards by Doreen Virtue. Decks have already been pre-shuffled, so let's get right into it. In this time frame, I know we're actually switching. No, we're not. We're already in Libra. That's interesting. We're already in Libra by the time we get to this part. Because I'm thinking right now, when I'm doing these, we're in Virgo. But we're going into Libra. We're going to be in Libra when this reading is in effect. And the overall energy for this is actually really good. It's the Daughter of Water, which makes me feel like you're giving love, you're sustaining relationships, you're very much an important part of situations. So that's where we're starting. That's the overall theme for this whole read. I'm actually feeling like we should get right into it with this. Inner peace. Like, I feel when I'm seeing these two feathers together, I'm feeling unity. I feel like whoever you're working with, you're working well. I feel like there's a situation around the person you're helping. Because I feel like you're helping somebody. The person you're helping, that person is dealing with somebody who's having some tough times. And, like, I feel like the person you're helping is doing their best to help out another person below them. Because this is how this is coming out. I usually just do one line for the environmental, but this one came out with one a little below. So I feel like the person you're helping is helping someone else. And in fact, you might be just that supportive role where you're just kind of helping them. Maybe you're giving them a ride to work, or you're taking them to the store, or you're just hanging out with them and, making life easier, just giving them a soundboard, to bounce things off of and just talk. You might just be doing that, but I feel like it means a lot to this person. I feel like this person is having a hard time with somebody else in their life. And I don't feel like it's, I don't know. Since it's a general read, it's hard to say. There's a lot going on. It could be a relationship this person's in. It could be a job change or something like that. But I feel like the person you're connected with is having a hard time with someone else. I hope this doesn't seem too complicated. And your influence to them or your friendship with them is really helping them. I feel like that's a very strong thing, especially when the next card for them, which is connected to the Son of Earth, this medicine woman is your friend. And I feel like it's a very good, stable friend. The Son of Earth that's below them is connected to the card of Chaos. So they're going through some change. So it's either some relationship breakup. It's a relationship breakup in some sense. It's a new job, new something. Something's changing in their life. And I feel like your friend is having a hard time with that change. For some, it's a breakup with them, but it's a change. As you go forward, I feel like your line is going well. I feel like you're doing well. You're happy with the person. I feel like when they go through that breakup or when they're dealing with that thing, when they're really into that situation with that other person, I feel like they're kind of, I don't think you're seeing them as much. But this card makes me think you understand why. Let's put the advice cards right in there. Two came up. Okay. Okay. So, the person you're connected to is, the way this is coming through, I feel like it's, because it's a general read, you're getting closer to this person one way or another. I realize it does say engagement, because a lot of times I read these for other people, and they don't, just because it says engagement doesn't exactly mean that literal thing. I feel like more that you're getting to know this person better, and I feel like things are coming through that you're not expecting in a sense. I feel like you get along with them, and you're learning more about their life and what's actually happening in their life, and it may be, like, I feel like this is almost a continuation of the last read I gave to you, because I'm kind of remembering certain things, but I do feel you're learning more about this person. Like, it's almost like a new person in your life, or someone who's getting closer to you, and you're starting to learn more about them, and you're starting to see how they react to other people, and how other people in their life are reacting to them, and how things are switching and changing. Regardless, when that person goes forward, I think you're going to be aware of a change they're going to go through, or a change they're going through with the person they're having some issues with. I feel like you're seeing them more in a balanced perspective. And as this goes forward, they're seeing you as an asset, more of a good person to be around. I feel this person, whoever it is trying not to show any faults or any weakness on their side. I think they want to, I don't even know if the word impress is right, but they don't want to like let you down. What's going on with this person, like whatever's going on with this person that's connected to them, let's see, this is how this goes. I don't feel like they're completely innocent of any creation of the problem, if that makes sense. Like, whatever's going on there, they had some part in it. I'm not sure what part that would be, but I feel like whatever it is that they contributed to that situation, they don't want you to know. And I feel like they're holding their tongue, and I feel like they're trying to make themselves look a little better than they actually were in this situation. But I feel like you're very trusting of them. I feel like you're also very trusting, and you're going to help them. I know what it says here, but I'm feeling like you're getting involved with them more, like you're helping them. Something didn't go right in their sense, but I feel like you got to be. I feel like, I know it says trust and it's saying new love, but I'm feeling something different here. I'm feeling like you got to look a little deeper, because something isn't. Like, there's things you're not seeing. I don't feel like they're opening up to you completely. And when it says trust, I feel like, trust those around you. Like, I'm feeling like there's more of a community sense. Like, people around you know exactly what's going on. I feel like you need to trust the community that you're in. And I think that's what's going on here. This other person you're with, I don't get a bad energy with them. The person that's involved in your life, but I do really, this deception and the hermit right next to it means, to me, it really means they're holding back about who they really are, or something they did that contributed to a situation that's really outside of you, though. I really feel like they're trying to impress you and make you think that they're better than they actually are. I mean, we're all human, so it's kind of a fallacy? It's kind of a faux. I mean, it's not real. We all have our faults, but I feel like they're trying to really punch up that they're perfect or something, or that they had no fault in what happened, and it's not really true. Something there isn't right, and especially when I feel like you're gonna want to help this person, but I feel like there's people around you that are trying to give you a little more insight. Person that's entering your life, this is closer to the 15th, I really feel like they're holding back. Something is held back here. And I don't really feel like it's against you. I just feel like they don't want you to know about some errors they've made in their lives. And I feel like I'm not really getting a judgmental feel from you either, though, but I feel like they want you to think they're this wonderful person, and how could anything bad happen to them? It's just not fair, blah, blah, blah. But I do feel like the situation that's happening, they had a hand in it. They really did. And I mean, we're all human. We all make mistakes. That's what life's about, making mistakes. I just don't understand why it's so strong. Like, I feel like you're actually going to get this sense of like, how could something like this happen to somebody who's so perfect, or something like that. I feel like it'll be a little warped. And I feel like you might be overly trusting. Listen to the people around you. Like, there's people in your life that have been there for a long time. I would just confidentiality, yeah, in a confidential way, just kind of like run by them what you're hearing and what you know, because I feel like if someone outside the situation hears what's happening, I feel like it'll be like as clear as day what's not fitting right. Because something, and I think because it's a general read, it's hard for me to pinpoint it. Something is just off, and I feel like it's important for you to know. And there's a lot, like in your situation, I feel like you're very active. We have closer to the 15th, the shaman for you. I feel like you're going to get involved, and that's what I'm worried about. But I think is you're going to get involved with best intentions, but there's something there you don't know. There's something there you don't know. So I would be careful. No, I'm getting no more cards. It's all here. Okay, so in this whole time frame, October 1st to the 15th, you're definitely emotionally open to someone else. Since it's a general read, keep in mind this can be male or female. With the medicine woman, I feel like this is a person of stature, at least to you, in the sense of you see this person as somebody who's very capable and gets things done and does a lot of good in life, and I really feel that that's usually the case. But even with the people who do most things correct, none of us are perfect. We all have our moments. Something went awry, and I feel like I do feel good energy with them. The other person, though, I also don't feel like there's anything wrong with them either. But it's like it's very equal between these two. Like whatever happened between them that's creating this chaos, and I feel like it's literally like it happens. Whatever it is, it's like it's an issue. I feel like they both contributed to it. I'm not getting like, I don't know what happened here. I don't know what happened, especially since it's general. And there's so many people watching, so who knows how it fits for you. But I'm telling you, the people here, I feel like there's equal reign on the situation. Like they equally have an equal reign, equal contribution to the situation. And the person you're close to is not telling you what they did that made it worse. You know what I mean? Which kind of ignited more problems. There's definitely bad things that happen here to this person, but I feel like it's tit for tat for some reason. Like it's an even, like, and I think that when you see it, like they don't want to admit that they would do the same thing and did the same thing. I almost feel like there's in some cases, so you got to take your situation and look at it your own way. There's infidelity on both sides. So I don't know if you're like a friend of a couple or something like that, and the person you're a friend with doesn't seem to be being honest about their own infidelities, something like that. And that you got to take your own situation into account if that's what's going on here. In some situations, though, I feel like one of them, there was some money issues, and the other one was just neglectful of the relationship. I don't feel like they did anything like really bad, but they each neglected the relationship between one another and caused problems in different ways and didn't communicate correctly, and it just kind of went wonky. It's going to depend on your situation, so just don't automatically assume if you have some people you're connected with and you see them going through some type of hard time or a breakup, possibly a breakup, that there's infidelity in both situations. Because in some situations, I feel like they both neglected the relationship, and one of them was more like going off on their own, doing business stuff, just not paying attention, and the other one was just over taking care of something else, hanging out with friends, just not paying attention to the relationship. I feel like they're equal in that. If that's what's going on and it seems like they've disconnected, and one of them tries to, paint the picture like they try this and try and try and try, I really get that it's even. Like they both neglected the relationship one way or another. Even if there's infidelity in this situation, which depending on how everybody views that is their own business, but I feel like it's neglect. The relationship was neglected between the two of them, and it's kind of like, even though they match, I think they might have taken it for granted and it just neglected it. So for this overall reading, this is interesting. I get that you're having some heartfelt connections with people. I feel like it's more of a friendship thing, but it definitely could be something else. You have to look at it for your own perspective. You're talking with people. somebody you're close to is going through, I feel, a breakup, and you're just trying to help and trying to be that even keel. I even feel like you might be friends with both people in some situations, and you're trying to be that balance, but you're not being told the whole story. So in this time frame, I would strongly recommend just take everything with a grain of salt and try not to get overly involved or overly communicative. I can't talk. This happens a lot for me lately. Because there's things that you're not being told. Excuse me. For some people, it's good to get there and be that mediator, but if you're not given the full picture, it's not fair, because if there's pieces missing to the puzzle, you can't complete the puzzle. And typically, like, if you think of a giant 100-piece puzzle, if you're missing some pieces, you may not even know that there's a moon or a chalice or who knows what, a kitten or something. There's something in that picture you have no idea is there. So just be mindful and careful of that before somebody pulls you into something, and then, from left field, some more information comes, and you're just like, oh, well, I didn't know that. And then you've been dragged into this situation you really don't want to be a part of. So definitely be a friend. Help out as you need to, but just be careful how deep you get into it. Don't get between them is what I'm getting. Be careful not to get between them. Okay, this is your read for October 1st to 15th. If you have any comments or questions, I always like to know how these worked out for people. Go ahead and put those below. And, of course, if you want a direct read from me, go ahead and email me at jamesforastral@gmail.com, jamesforastral@gmail.com. Thank you.